I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make a dollar. That ain't gonna stop me cause my grind's contagious. I'll do what it takes to turn passion to paychecks. And if I go down, I'ma do it on my terms. And every single problem brings a lesson that I learned. The darkest nights, when things seem so broken, it's hard to shine.
Welcome back to Lancer Weekly. I'm Lily Pika. Yesterday we took an amazing win against Zembroda Mazeppa with a score of 49-28 to win our first home playoff game in about a decade. So with that being said, how do you feel the guys have changed the most throughout the beginning of the season today?
Well, one of the ones I think mostly is that they're tougher and they're really committed to each other, and that's something I've kind of watched transform as the year went along. We preach and you can just watch it and you can watch how close they've become as a team.
Yeah. So our last game against Cannon Falls was one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. So, and you're so close to winning. Is there anything you're changing in these next couple of days to kind of really secure that win?
Well, hopefully we can do the same thing we did on offense and move the ball like we did. Obviously, we got to stop them a little bit, and we've picked some things on special teams. Hopefully that'll help propel a better game for us.
Yeah, and so in this last game against Zembroda Mazeppa, I know we had a lot of kind of hidden players come out. So in this season, who do you think are kind of like the star players?
Our star players is obviously, Carter Todd's had a year that I don't know how he wouldn't be our district player of the year. I mean, he's been pretty good. Offensively, AJ and Mason and Noah have had huge years. Up front, I think a couple of our linemen, our guards have really stood out. Cole and Noah and Dusty in the middle. Jacob Galster is one of the smartest players I've ever coached. Yeah. And then one of the cool surprises was Bryce Helke coming out and making a big touchdown catch, which was awesome. Yeah. And defensively, we've had a lot of them. Logan has been rock solid over there. Drew Todd, holy cow, has he come on and had a great game. Mason has been just tougher than anything on the defensive side. Noah's taken the ball away however many times. It's just we have a lot of guys that had made big plays.
Yeah, well, good luck this Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm here with Brett Vessel. He's the head defensive coach. So how's the defense performance gotten better since the season started?
Well, we started the year, we didn't know a thing.
Yeah.
And now we're finally starting to recognize what we need to be doing on defense, and we're playing a heck of a lot better right now. So feel pretty good about where we're going.
Good.
Things are looking good.
So I know we play a lot of young guys on defense, and how would you say they are handling the varsity action?
I think initially they were a little bit, wide-eyed, and now I think they feel really comfortable in what they're doing. And a couple guys like Leighton Johnson thought we were crazy when we were going to put him in there in the flex position, and I think now he realizes he can do it.
Yeah, and so this upcoming game against Cannon Falls, their offense runs the ball in an interesting way, like hiding it to whoever they can get it to. So what are some things that you're doing in practice these next couple of days to help kind of control them?
Well, we got to make sure that we do our jobs, number one. That's always the job on defense. Do your job and fill your gaps. And then, we have to make sure that because they hide the ball so well that we are tackling guys that are carrying out fakes and things like that. Yep. So, it's a special offense they run.
Yep. All right, thank you.
Uglier than heck, but it's special.
Yep, thank you.
Ooh.
I'm with Jan Blaha. He's a junior this fall, and he's a defensive end. So what are some things in practice that they are working on with you to try and push through the other team's offense?
Well, the main thing they teach us is push them back as hard as you can and then rip their hands off and sack the quarterback. That's probably all.
Yeah, and I know you just came back from a shin injury, so was it hard coming back and adjusting to all the improvements that the defense and the offense is making?
Well, yeah, getting back into shape and getting back with the team with the all new stuff, it was pretty hard. I mean, it wasn't easy, but it was super fun to get back, and I'm so glad that I can play and can practice again.
Well, thank you. I'm here with Drew Todd. He's a sophomore this fall, and he plays linebacker. So another first from last night was you got your first varsity touchdown. So after that, coming off to the sideline, what were the guys' reactions?
They were super excited, and it was awesome.
Going into this upcoming game against Cannon Falls, what are some of the attitudes you're hearing from the other guys?
We're super hyped for it. We're gonna win.
Yeah, ready to go 1-0.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'm here with Logan DeVore. He's a senior this fall, and he plays running back and D-end. So this year, what would you say is some of your biggest accomplishments?
My biggest accomplishment this year has definitely been being able to transfer from last year being a linebacker to a defensive end this year. And I think that's a big accomplishment because D-end plays a big role and it goes unnoticed.
Yeah.
Secretly.
And how do you compare the last few weeks in the way your team has started in the season?
I think there's a lot more energy going through the season as we progress, and there's a lot of new players who are starting to show up. For example, like Bryce Helke, we didn't see him much at the beginning of the season, but now he's scoring touchdowns, playing defense, flying all over.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. I'm here with Bryce Helke. He's a senior this fall, and he plays receiver and on special teams. So there's a lot of firsts last night, and one of them being your first varsity touchdown. So run me through how that happened and what kind of was going through your mind.
So I saw the corner bail. He went to double Carter, and that was because of the coverage. It was some kind of zone, and the safety was actually supposed to go up top, and they didn't inform the safety on that, so it left me wide open. And all of a sudden, I saw AJ throwing the ball my way. 6th time this year, and it was my first catch in my career, and I just saw it go under the lights. I'm like, oh wait, I don't know where this is, and then it just dropped in my hands.
Well, there you go. So I know that you're also on special teams, and they had a really good night last night. What was the turnaround in practice this week to kind of help with that?
Coach Adam Mahutka, he really delivered a heartfelt speech about how we don't go hard. This one play, even if it's just on special teams, could be one of your last. So,
Yeah, keep it going. Thank you.